Okay, well, I'm going to be taking a look at a game that honestly kind of reminds me a little bit of Tasty Planet, but mixed a little bit with an idle game, maybe? It is called A Game About Feeding a Black Hole. It's not a very, like, creative name, but, I mean, at least you know what it's about. More specifically, this is going to be the demo for it because it's not exactly out right now, so. There we go. Doesn't seem all too loud, does it? And even my attenuator isn't really helping all that much. All right, main volume. Let's I like that. I like that it has a dark mode. Okay. You can already kind of see some of the idle aspects to it. I don't know how long I'm gonna go for with— oh my god, that's actually quite loud compared— oh man. Okay, main volume down, music up. How about that? So yeah, I think you can already see how the game is going to be a little idle-esque. From what I was seeing on the Steam reviews, this demo very well might last maybe about half an hour or so. Okay, let's see. Session timer. Wow, that's not exactly much choice on upgrades right there, right now, is there? But yes, we are just a tiny black hole right now. Obviously, our black hole was formed from a very small stellar object. Although I say that, but it's one of those things where it's like, actually probably had to be quite massive to form a black hole at all. It's just, you know. Number of asteroids going up. What do we have? Okay, we can buy 2 of these. A larger one would probably be good, but also just increasing the amount we have in here at all would also be good, so. Either way, I kind of feel like both are kind of accomplishing the same thing in the end. Okay, and we're out. I don't know what game really started this trend though, but a lot of games this year, I think, although it could just be the past couple of years, but I really think it's been this year. A lot of games have been going for this grid for upgrades or skill trees, right? This. Right? I've always been kind of a sucker for the big, overblown, completely unnecessary, just in most ways, really, like complexity and whatnot, that the Path of Exile type of tree has. You know, just like, oh, do you want upgrades? Oh, okay, sure, here's like 3,000 choices. Are most of them good? Well, they're not necessarily bad, but there's so many of them, you know, you've really gotta pay attention to what the heck you're really looking at here. Asteroid size, why not? Yeah, they're even starting to push into each other now. I think they might actually be... are they, like, merging? Maybe? I don't know, maybe there's, like, rather than just spawning thousands upon thousands of entities, they'll merge with each other. I don't know, crit chance, crit chance. Not really much choice again, is there? Nah, I don't think they're merging. I think they're just bigger. Yeah, I mean, it definitely doesn't take very long for this to start scaling up, does it? Oh, speaking of scaling up, I think we just... Yep. Grew a tad larger. Asteroid density again. Locked for demo. Wait, money per second. Okay. Now we have orange asteroids. Oh boy. Are they worth more? Yeah, they are actually harder to break as well. I hope that there is a second thing we can unlock here for planetary bodies. I was hoping to, you know, like, do some planets or something, you know, shove some gas giants into the hole of black. Into the tasty hole. Rather unfortunately, you clicking doesn't really do anything. It's all auto-clicked. $728, jeez. Alright, chance to add time when an asteroid is destroyed. Also pretty good, I think. Asteroid spawn. So it just respawns more. Alright. Yeah, I mean, it kind of, like, sped up a little bit there and then got a little slow, and I think with those upgrades there, it'll once again speed right back up again. Not worth it. Yeah, we're not really doing any better or worse. Let's see, chance to spawn a new asteroid when an asteroid is destroyed. Versus when the black hole is just... Okay. Yeah, I mean, right now we're not getting much more than just a single upgrade at a time here. Ugh, actually doing worse now because I'm not really prioritizing anything in particular. Yeah, that comets. No! Why? I think that answers my question, whether or not we're going to get other planetary bodies here. I think it is exclusively asteroids for this demo. Yeah, we're... I'm just not doing any better, am I? A little bit better. But that's because I had bigger density. Yeah, density. I need another range increase or something here. Chance to spawn electric asteroids. Breaker damage, yeah. Kinda better. I was very nearly to the next. For AoE, but that's only a 10% increase. That's kind of pathetic, actually. Okay, now they're yellow or gold. I think they're giving $60 each? Yeah, something like that. Not sure if I should be chasing the low-level ones or the high-level ones right now. Let's see, breaker speed up 10%, breaker damage. Very small. What are we looking at? That's... Are you kidding me? Really? A single dollar's worth I'm off by? Alright, well... C'est la vie. I wonder if there's an upgrade that gives you extra damage for each asteroid you know, destroy in that run. It's also kind of a shame that the asteroids very, very close to the black hole itself are not just taking like an AoE, you know, for damage. Breaker damage again. Breaker AoE, and it loops back around. I do like how it kind of looks like some of these choices will loop back around to other ones. So it kind of doesn't matter necessarily which path you take. $10,000. That is a scary amount right there. I would imagine that the electric asteroids are really going to push it towards that 1 mil, though. Like, I'm making a decent chunk here now, but not exactly millions worth. That's a shame. And we're still only on asteroid matter. Like, we haven't gotten comets because this is the demo, you know, it's like... If we had comets in here, we probably would be doing much, much better here. I don't know what I was expecting from the electric asteroids, but I guess I wasn't really expecting them to do AoE damage to others. Kinda expecting them to, like, maybe give you more time or just give you more money. Asteroid damage, asteroid density, breaker damage. Yeah. Until I can really start putting money... Like, oh god, they're green now. Really don't feel like they're really all that great right now. Really needs a big investment to make them worth it. You know, compared to just getting more density or damage. Almost. Let's see, breaker damage up. So does this increase how many they can zap at once? Maybe. halfling. A dwarf black hole?
Dwarves are natural sprinters. Always doing cross country. Very dangerous over short distances.
Kinda would be nice to have these things like zap each other so they just form an infinite chain. Yeah, didn't make any progress with that one. Electric asteroid chance to fork. Maybe. Yeah, it seems like they might be getting good now. Very close to it, at least. Yeah, maybe. Maybe! Well. Eh. Can't really get much progress, though. Okay. 13,000, 12,000. Yeah, okay, cool. Radioactive asteroids. What, do they just explode? Honestly, thought the demo would be over by the time I was grabbing the electric ones. It's also really less of an idle game. It's somewhere between. Nothing is really letting you necessarily just idle this. It is an incremental, though. Just looks like I need more density at that point. Wait, what? Radioactive? So what? Does it just leave behind a fart cloud? Yeah, it does. It's just an AoE. AoE DOT. Yeah, I actually did worse there. Yeah, and much like the electric ones, the radioactive ones are really not doing all too hot from the outset. From asteroid matter to 220, I need 50 grand. Yeah, I mean, again, kind of just button up against the wall. Ooh, that was good. I think I'm actually running out of asteroids here. Well, at least I got to the next one up. Well, speaking of, I'm just gonna kinda... Doesn't really matter. Like, either way, I need that next upgrade, which is 50 grand, and then I don't know what's after it. Nuclear missiles. Oh, okay. All to the left as well. There's nothing to the left, it's all to the right here. Looks like that's about it for the demo, though. Unless there's stuff hidden behind that one mill. Very well might be. Yeah, honestly kind of disappointed in the radioactive ones. It does not feel like it's a particularly good upgrade. Electric ones kind of get there in the end, but I don't think the damage that the radioactive ones are putting out is really contributing. I don't think it is. I don't really know. Here, let's just do that. Yeah. I mean, it kind of is, but compared to the electric ones, again, it's just... yeah. Especially when you can get 3-4 electric asteroids right on top of each other and just clears out like a third to half of the map at once. Yeah. Not quite as good. I was expecting them to explode. Oh, there is more. There is, in fact, more. Well, that was not as good as I was hoping it would be. It's kind of one of those things, I think, where it's like making the asteroids harder to break is also kind of a... yeah, it's a good and a bad thing, because it does make them worth more, but, you know, also means that you aren't destroying as many. It's one of those things where you might need to actually... well, I guess you can't really balance it on your end as a player. Well, maybe for the demo you can't. Maybe in the full game you can do a little bit better job because of the comments and whatnot. Alright, let's see. So we have damage is up, and then we have crit chance to... how much crit chance do you want? Yes. So is there like super crits after that? Get the Warframe criticals going on here. Yellow, orange, red. You know, times 22. You know, whatever. What is your crit chance? Oh, you know, like 250, so you have a 300... God, what is it? It's like... you can double crit in Warframe, you know? Or even triple crit if you get it lucky. Or get it high enough. Electric demo... electric... okay. Oh god, everything is just breaking now. There we go, there's the proper frickin' incremental, yeah. Yeah, Colonel. I'm feeding the black hole, and Colonel, I think I'm turning into spaghetti.
Luigi! Did Snake just say spaghetti?
No, Mario, no! Spaghettification is bad! It'll kill you!
Luigi, I'm gonna go get the spaghetti!
God, Yep. Average Joe. Oh, you know, just ignore the fact that we ran out of stuff to actually kill. But, yeah, you know. Stars, planets. Oh. Look at all the other upgrades we could do. Seriously, like, how much more of this game is left past this demo in the full game? Because I think it was saying it was going to be, like, 3 times this size or something? Like, I might be pulling that number on my ass. That might have been for a different game. Caveat. Or, not caveat, just pinch us all on that. I love just seeing the entire map now, just getting zapped.
Yeah. Yeah, Colonel. Who's up zapping their black hole?
Wow. And it's still not 10. How? My dear God. He's so tiny. He was so tiny. They grow up so fast. I think the game is actually starting to lag. Just one more. Oh, no, I was hoping it would actually let me go into the... What do you mean, minions? Minions? What do you mean? Oh god, the panning is so slow. Alright, well, there you go. That is the demo for... That is the demo for a game about feeding a black hole. Again, maybe not the best name, but... It doesn't lie. It tells you what it is on the tin, you know? It is what it is named to be. It doesn't beat around the bush about that. Apparently this is going to be available around November of this year, so was that like a couple months now? Couple months, a month, I think, technically. Yeah, depends how you want to cut it, but basically just a single month, but yeah, there you go. I don't know how much they're going to charge for it, probably, I would assume around $5 redos. That is my assumption. I haven't got the foggiest. But that'll be it for now. So, have a good one. See ya.